I made sure the favorite teacher was arrested during a lockdown. It was a normal Thursday morning. Students rushed between periods as they moved through their day. The lockdown announcement came right after the third period. Our principal's voice came over the speaker shaking, "Initiate Code Gray protocols immediately." Code Gray meant lockdown. My classroom's automatic locks kicked in as kids headed to the back wall between the bookshelves. The lights went dark. Just then, my radio crackled to life. "Has anyone seen Mr. Reed?" The principal's voice was worried. Mr. Reed's classroom was across from mine normally, but today he'd been asked to substitute in the science labs a floor down. "No, why?" I asked through the hand radio. Before there was an answer, the alert from the district office buzzed on my phone. A weapon was reported on campus. Then the radio came again. "If you see Mr. Reed, let us know," the assistant principal said over the hand radio for school communications. Then came the first issue. A student tugged on my sleeve and showed me the Snapchat picture she'd gotten from one of her friends hiding in the science wing. It was a picture of Mr. Reed, standing outside a classroom door, holding up his phone like he was recording, his badge hanging around his neck, and his other hand tucked into his jacket pocket. There was a caption written on the photo, "Why is he out there?" At first I tried to make sense of it. There had to be logic to it. Maybe he was helping the admin find stragglers, or helping to double-check the locks. But then the student showed me another message that came through. It read, "He told us to stay put, and he didn't lock the door." I shudder as I frown. Lockdown protocol was trained into us so many times it became muscle memory. You didn't tell kids to just stay put, and you definitely didn't keep the door unlocked. The second problem came when I tried to message the principal about the reported sighting of Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed was standing in the science hallways. Is he helping? I texted through the communication app for staff only. I didn't get an answer. It was radio silence. The administration didn't answer, no other teacher was texting, and students even held their breaths. The silence felt suffocating. When it got to be too much, to the point I might feel like I was going to faint, I heard footsteps. Not hurried, not rushed, but calm, purposeful, normal. It made the hair on my arms stand up. Then the sound of door handles being tried broke the silence. "Open up, it's me," Mr. Reed's voice said. We all knew it was him. He had that sort of recognizable voice. "Come on, let me in." Mr. Reed's voice was too nice. The door handle jiggled for a few tense moments, but then it went quiet again. I held my breath, holding a baseball bat for defense. My heart thumped hard in my chest. Suddenly, the communication app lit up with texts from other teachers. "Why is he trying doors?" To, "Oh my god, he's in our hallway. What is going on?" I got up and moved before I realized what I was doing. I made it to the principal's office. It was locked, of course, and I could tell she had the barricade up. I knocked the coded knock on the door. The principal opened it slightly and looked at me. "What are you doing?" she hissed. "I need you to call the police," I said. "They're already on the way," she insisted. I shook my head. "No, about Mr. Reed." I explained about the sightings, the reports, the trying of doors, and everything. How the students helped find him through social media. She looked upset at me for suggesting that Mr. Reed could be anything but helpful. "Mr. Reed's been here for 20 years. That's a serious accusation." I nodded, but determined. "I know. It's why he's getting away with it," I said. The principal called up the police and directed them to find Mr. Reed. When they found him, they arrested him and searched him. The only thing they'd managed to find on him was a lighter and his phone. He just stood there with a smile I'd never seen on his face before. "It seems I've made a mess of things again," Mr. Reed said. It made me shiver. After they'd put Mr. Reed in jail, they'd searched his house. They found evidence he'd been planning to torch the school in revenge. He'd been told that the district couldn't afford to give him a raise. So he decided to burn down the school to make a point.